Let's get to the dailies now.
I almost missed that.
Pages are saying. It's okay.
My producer is almost on my ears.
Don't worry, we're giving you that lineup back to back. No breathers, at least for now. And the big one on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, well, may get your attention. It's been in the works, really. And it's not the NYC matter or the NYC ladies' statements just yet. The big story is about politics. And you see, Sule Lamido tackles El-Rufai. That's about the statement he made about them joining SDP. Basically sending invites to other politicians saying, better join the SDP right now. But Sule Lamido has tackled him, saying, if PDP is struggling today, it is still the party that nurtured El-Rufai. If he claims PDP is dead, then he must remember that it is the party that gave him a political foundation. Whatever he has achieved today, PDP made it possible. For a lot of people who are new to politics may have forgotten his antecedents, where he's coming from in politics. He didn't start from, not even El-Rufai himself. Okay. He didn't start from the APC. Well, some people, yes, they transitioned to the APC, merged and all, but he was in PDP. He was FCT minister under Olusegun Obasanjo. So this will give you an insight, perhaps, for those who are newcomers to politics, into his political trajectory. But it's a page 40 read on the Nigerian, or in the Nigerian Tribune this morning. So politics is still hugging the headlines.
I know that Sule Lamido, who has been in politics since God knows how long, feels insulted.
Right.
That a party like the PDP that has more than 10 governors and a lot of lawmakers, both at the state and national assembly, some in the entire state, is being wooed to come and join the SDP that doesn't even have a state. How many representatives do they have? Or do you understand? Yeah. So I think that's why it really feels, so perhaps it's feeling like Nasser El-Rufai is feeling larger than life. He can bring an entire institution.
Ironically, Sule Lamido was in the SDP.
Yes, in the SDP of the days
of them, right? But the logo hasn't changed.
Yeah, so that's why. I know that he feels insulted.
Right.
That's what it is. Anyway, FG must stop threatening Nigerians for criticizing government. That's on the top page, just above the nameplate of the Tribune. Page 3 is what Amnesty is talking about. But let's move away from that to this Nigeria.
Just to be clear, yes. Is there any case, particularly with the statements made by the NYC, where there's been an official threat to the lady from the federal government?
No, I do not think that, because I guess Amnesty is saying an official of government is an official of government. But FG as a government, I don't, but they say coppers are federal government property. So when a federal government official is now, because I'm also waiting for the NYC to respond. Right. I haven't seen that response.
Today should be the day.
So the NYC, this is not the time to keep quiet. It's not cool to be quiet. The girl has laid allegations. She's provided her own bit of, evidence. Yeah, so just clarify, whoever that official is. And I don't know why that, for whatever reason, for whatever she said, how do you talk to an NYC official like she's your child?
Or a core member.
A core member.
Again, I need to know who that person is.
Yeah, so
we need to be clear who that person really is.
Let's be very clear. It is that lady, if that lady is an NYC official, she should be reprimanded. This is somebody who went to school, has graduated, serves, and you're talking to is the girl your baby? Is she your child? What kind of... And I'm sure these things happen.
Oh, yeah.
They happen. I even hear sometimes they say, kneel down. What in the world is that? What is going on here? The girl is not your child, for heaven's sake. So let's not even go there. All right, so let's go to this Nigeria, right? Reps recovered 28.7 billion naira from oil companies. Public Accounts Committee probe into $1.7 billion debt to Federation accounts of 45 oil companies. Oil companies yield results. So I'm happy that as we're looking for money, we're getting, even if it's a small money. 28 billion is a lot of money. So whatever it is that they were able to probe and get out. And I'm sure there's a lot more from where this came from. We just need a bit more, to be a bit more aggressive in recovering whatever it is we're losing. Remember, Festus Keyamo, the aviation minister, has also said people shortchanging the system to collect licenses that they are not supposed to collect. We need to recover those monies. I was talking with Festus Osifo yesterday. I was raising concern about a certain oil companies that has flooded Nigeria with Indians, literally shortchanging the system. We must go after these companies. These things cannot keep happening. And one day we're going to do all of this. Call them out, because most of the time when you reach out to these companies, they are evasive to come and talk. And some of them are allegedly perpetrating a lot of evil on our soil. So we must call them out so that they can come and respond as well. So below that, we have Abalama Calabari standstill as Ijo Honor Wike. He has done a lot to empower Ijo sons more than any other person in recent times. So this has generated a lot of issues. They say he insulted Ijo people in that his media parley. He went to Abalama to say that's not what he meant, and that is part of the heart of Ijo nation. So some people are feeling like, well, we're going to talk about it on the program. I guess that's part of what we'll talk with Mujahid Asai later on in the program on how he feels.
So something to look out for and, of course, wait for. But let's take the Blueprint's front page quickly. And leads with the same story about the recovery, 28 billion naira from, now Blueprint mentions names. That's the front page of a Blueprint newspaper now. Yeah, there you go. So you see reps recovered 28 billion naira from Chorus Energy Seplet, 199.3 million of 6.8 billion naira excessive charges from banks too. So
I need to meet reps to find out. I'm seeing banks sometimes they are stealing from me. If we
need to lay a complaint, you can write a petition, Jeffrey. You're a Nigerian to write a petition.
Your money just disappears.
What interests me from this one is that the committee's investigation is according to findings in the 2021 audit report. So when we look at those audit reports, let me say we'll find gold. That's 2021. There's still meant to be 2022, 2023, 2024. So imagine what we may find. And that's why there's been a lot of clamor about the audit report. Let us look at these things and be sure. Because believe me, Jeffrey, there are people sitting on huge sums or sat on it have even forgotten Nigeria's Commonwealth I'm talking about. So
do you know what I really believe? The biggest problem we have is not the perpetrators of the crime. It's institutional complicity, like those Indian companies I talked about. Somebody allowed it to slide.
Providing security, by the way.
Yes. So whatever is going wrong, the government has a role to play. Somebody is dropping the ball. And we live in a climate where as soon as you call for people's head to be fired, tribalism, ethnicity, religion comes in. So for all of this to have happened, let's us not just recover the money. Who was the head of what, where, and how? And why didn't they get the persons or individuals that, I'm not just talking about this recovery, every form of illegality that has been perpetrated in our country. But Kyrie, this diphtheria, we must not, I know it's on Nigerian Tribune as well as this Nigeria, over 1,300 persons died from diphtheria. And NCDC named Kano, Bauchi, Yobe, Katsina as high burden state. So I don't want us to miss that story. But hey, because it's a huge health concern, I think we should go to trends, Kylie.
So quite a lot to wrap our heads around, really. But we'll take a quick break. We'll still have more trends for you, particularly how Nigerians are responding to those statements. The video put out by the core member, it was a big story over the weekend. There's been a lot of political movement here and there too. And of course, we'll be talking about politics. There's so much for you on the show this morning, so stay with us. We'll be right back.